Good evening, my name is The Ferret and I'm on with Alarm Copter today.
Hello. Hello.
And we're on Skull Turbine EU2. 1 second please. Okay, anyway, today we're on Turbine. What do you think of this map, man?
This one is a shining ray of hope for the game mode that is Capture the Flag. It's like the only good map, in my opinion, with that game mode.
Oh yeah, it's I think one of the few maps that's solely built for pretty much CT. I think there's a couple of others, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Oh yeah, except for Two Fort, which is a train wreck of a map.
That does not count for anything. That map just doesn't... No. That map, no.
Two Fort is when people want to play Team Deathmatch, but actually want to have the excuse that actually playing TF2 properly.
Same could kind of be said for Hightower, but there's still a game to be seen in Hightower, so yeah, Two Fort's just kind of like the cream of the crop when it comes to bad.
Yeah, I like that kind of thing with Hightower is we get annoyed when you start actually achieving the objective. It's like not the done thing in that game. But anyway, let's look at Turbine. So let me look at the teams. Who do you think is going to win this game?
Difficult to say. Just having a look at the sort of gameplay that we saw for the last couple rounds before we started, Red have seemed to have had the more skilled players, so I don't know whether or not their team makeup is... there's nothing really wrong with it, and it does seem like they've got a couple more skilled players on there, so I'm favouring Red as it is.
Same here. I think they've got much better setup in terms of like class picks as well. Blue gets slightly more light setup. I'm not sure actually. It's both are quite balanced, but I think Red's got more aggro, and they're working with it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Blues can certainly work, but yeah, I think Red just seems to have the team mentality a little bit more together than Blue do.
Now have a look and see what's going on here. D. I don't know how to pronounce that word. I mean, I know it's happy smiley face guy, but it's really hard to say. Anyway, trying to get into Blue intel room. They've kind of started a sentry land up. It's quite, you know, it's the done thing. Okay, we're seeing one of the seldom seen ham-fisted ham fights. Sniper obviously doesn't really know the rules.
Yeah, everybody knows that crouching in TF2 is like the universal sign for I am a friendly person, and the melee weapon only just, you know, makes it even more obvious.
Unfortunately, Jetpack does not take that into account. Hey, Huril. Oh, hurry. I'm trying to pronounce those three letters at once with no vowels. It's really difficult. But in any case, so what do you think? Yeah, to be fair, what I have seen, Red Team has mainly been the ones pushing here. I mean, they're not doing so much at the moment. Maybe a few leave outs from the last game. You know, and Blue right now is a bit stuck on the defensive.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. Blue have kind of just been forced into the defensive mode rather than necessarily not pushing. It's just they haven't had the chance to do so.
Although to be fair, they just got a spy cap going, and there goes that intel. I think Blue on for 1-0. Nice work, Blue. Okay, so when Blue capped that, there we go. Now, are the crits going to turn up? Well, from the looks of it, yeah, Blue are now, I think, starting to get on the push for this.
Yeah, they seem to finally be making an actual effort, and yeah, it does seem like they've finally... I think that one basically, you know, it just broke Red a little bit and just gave Blue the main chance to get out of the spawn. So, yeah, that was definitely a good cap there, just for tactics, obviously, not just because of the fact that they're 1-up now as well.
Oh, and here we go. It's looking like 2-up. Rarity Bell there, you know, taking the intel. Okay, it's the done thing. It's looking good. Now, one thing I did notice with Red, they were very aggressive, but didn't really have anything in the back, and, you know, Blue are taking advantage of this. And that's surely going to be another second cap. We're looking at 2-0 here. Very nice. Oh, and Fry there just taking people out. Yeah, have a look at Red spawn. It's not looking good here. I mean, what we are beginning to see, we're seeing a mini-sentry. Now, what's your opinion on mini-sentries in this kind of game?
On a game like this, to me, it's kind of a moot point, really. They cannot really be used in any sort of viable way to defend something like the intel, especially against like a scout or something like that. If you can run around, you can run around as a scout faster than a mini sentry can track you. So anybody worth their salt as a scout can get in, get out, and maybe only get a couple of points of damage done on them. So I don't know. It's not really viable in my opinion, at least on this map in the sort of area that it's in.
Yeah, no. If you in the main room, yeah, it's got some merit there for a quick defensive setup. But the problem is, it's quite a small map. It's quite boxed in. This is ideal level 3 territory.
Yeah, I mean, especially in that intel room, it kind of just halts an entire enemy assault, and it basically requires an Uber just to get rid of it.
Yeah, yeah. When you start getting that happen, that's where kind of, in my opinion, Turbine really kicks in. They start having to bring out Ubers. I mean, we obviously know where the good sentry locations are, and neither team are using them. Now, for the time being, I thought Red were going to make a comeback here, but they haven't. One thing I am kind of seeing is neither team are really pushing in force. They're both kind of probing more than anything else.
Yeah, they do seem to be. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of people, at least a whole lot of numbers going past that sort of intel door room into the corridor there. It just seems to be quite a bit of a sort of mid-room fight, really.
It's kind of a mid-room fight. We're seeing a lot of guys sitting at the back, mainly, kind of. It's what I like to call a skirmish. Neither team really bringing their mass into bear. They're just kind of keeping around the back, and 1 second, please. Okay, back. Sorry about that. Now, in any case, we've got Red to try and move in. Pry there, being the aggro engineer. Oh, I do love aggro engineers. But yeah, kind of stopped that demo man a little bit, actually. Unfortunately, crits in the face, which is fatal.
Yeah, I think the attempt there to put up a sentry gun as well was a little bit late. I mean, when you've got a demo man around that corner, if it's just an engineer protecting a still building sentry, it's not really worth the bother. I mean, you're just going to end up killing yourself, and he did.
Meher Febin there. I hate when people put numbers in their name, but he's using the quick fix. Not ideal medic work there. I mean, the problem with the quick fix is it's not good against sentries. The guy you're going to Uber is just going to die anyway. So you ideally need, maybe a vaccinate will do. Yeah, not helping. Sorry, Celestial Blade, yeah? Now, in any case, one thing I'm seeing with Blue, they're playing the NU defense a lot. They're trenching themselves quite hard in there. Red aren't really, cutting a sway through that.
Yeah, although with this map in particular, the corridors and everything, there are some really, really ideal spots for sentries, because of the sort of line of sight, the map has corridors that are just about long enough to see the whole corridor, or at least from a sentry's point of view, see the entire length of a corridor. And I don't know, those points haven't really been they haven't gotten a look in terms of a sentry placement or anything like that.
Marius Mafias there takes the intel and is running around the back with it. He's not capping it. I fear we have somebody trolling here. Yes, he's just dropping the thing up and off, and not actually trying to win the game. Well, the never-ending game of Turbine is to continue. I think this is one way you can force this game to team deathmatch, is basically when one team refuses to win the game. Oh, I think cool heads have prevailed, namely a Pyros, and yeah, Cat again. That's round 2. To avoid the sponsor message. Yeah, what I am seeing here, neither team really kind of bring themselves to bear. I mean, Blue team pretty much won that by just pretty much getting around Red's defences.
Yeah, like you said, that was pretty much a skirmish, but this time round, they have really, really changed it up. I mean, that is a really nice push from both sides there. Everybody seems to be going at it.
Yeah, we're seeing heavies now. I do like heavies. You know how to write heavies. So yeah, you know, this should be an improvement. We should see a lot more action here. I'm just following Mr. Diz. He might be launching into the main room with a medic. This could be funny. And there goes Mr. Diz. Okay, taking on the sentry with a medic. Is it medium range? Is not the great. Oh no, not enough. Not enough. Also, it didn't help. He fell down the roof with crits still on him. Maybe not great timing that. But in any case, a good effort though from a heavy. So what's happening on Red's side? Well, from the looks, I think Red have also had a bit of an episode. They nearly got away with them. Well, from them. So
yeah, in terms of defences, Blue have definitely done a better job on that side of things. But you know, Red have at least you know, tried to push up. So I don't know. This one could go either way. It seems like they've both actually really given it their all this time.
Yeah, no, I think Blue's going for the can we sneak it out approach, whereas Red are going for the more forceful, we're just going to basically destroy the entire enemy room approach, which, you know, to be fair, if you can actually dominate the enemy's, you know, intel room, you can really, you know, just win the game that way. I'm very sorry, Aston. I mean, if you really want to, please mute us. We do ask people at the start of the game to please mute us. There's a vote menu where to do that. Sorry about that. Anyway, in any case, can I say that? I'm not sure. The one thing I find with Turbine is a really hard match to commentate due to the indoors nature, and you really can't tell what either team's doing at the same time.
Yeah, it is difficult just because, you know, there are so many corners and stuff like that. But it's interesting what you brought up about the you know, two sort of different attacking tactics. There is obviously the, you know, the sort of sneak it out, maybe just get under the radar, but then, you know, if you actually sneak it out, it doesn't leave you open for the next time. Whereas if you manage to get a good push going in, you can sort of try and keep people in there and maybe get at least 2 caps out of 1 attack. And that's a really, really good option. So I'd say that's the better one to go for. You know, throw in an Uber, get 3 or 4 people in there at the same time, and that one pays off a lot better in my opinion.
Agreed. I'll just answer some comments. Yeah, my name is TF2 Public Prayer. I'll hand out all the information out later, but yeah, there's a YouTube page for this and all that. It'll be going up sometime tomorrow. Now, in any case, I mean, I think both are really, you know, trying to do the sneak tactic in here. Oh, lovely work there by Deebs. Just about punks the engineer. Takes out the sentry. That's very nice work. But look at this blue team though. Now, one thing that these guys did was, you know, immediately go on the defense when that intel went. That's good reflex timing for that team.
Yeah, that was nice to see. I mean, they effectively covered for that NG's death there. Something I haven't seen so far though, on a map like this where it is quite prevalent to have spies and stuff sneaking up, no home wrecker pyros.
Oh yes, home wrecker pyro. Now to be fair, I usually set home wrecker pyro if we need a teleporter up. And in this case, it's one of the few maps that you don't really need a teleporter. There's the one obviously sneaky location for a teleporter, but nobody's got really going for that just yet. One thing I'm seeing right now, that I think Red has got the advantage in terms of holding the main field. They've got the main room. You know, it's looking good.
Yeah, if there was ever an opportunity for a teleporter, now would be it. It would be a nice one to go for. But yeah, on this map, it's always quite difficult to get one up and keep it up.
Yeah, no, especially sentries as well. I mean, this is one of the few maps that, oh wow, what's going on here? No, I thought it was a Kritzkrieg going on there, but nope, Soldier fired 2 Crockets at once. As is the done thing in these games. Now, in any case, well, Red still dominates main room. They're trying to break into the blue here. Oh, Meher 4 bin there. Basically, charging target with a bottle. That's ultimate tactics right there. Bottle is most dangerous weapon. Oh, cantilever. Nice stab on jetpack. Now, that's the thing. Spies are, you know, they really, really should be taking out those big fat guys. Not many of them think to do that. You know, they think, you know what, I'll just stab anything of any opportunity. But no, you really need to take out those medics, snipers, and those fat guys. 'Cause they have 300 health.
Tree Tender there managing to get really, really nice reflect there. Taking down what would have been, you know, quite possibly could have been a really, really good banner attack there as well. I can't remember who it was who threw that one up, but that would have been, that could have changed it all then. But yeah, that was a really useful reflect.
In any case, from the looks of it, I think, you know, Blue are going to get their first cap in here, and that's going to be, you know, equalise the scores. Although, from the looks of it, he got stabbed. Okay, this is high drama right here. Okay, I'm just going to stay here and watch this, because this could be funny as fuck. I think the spy dropped the ball. Okay, spy v spy antics there, and okay, looks like some gentlemanly fighting there. Maybe spies know each other, but you know, wow, I was hoping for more backstabbery there, but in any case, that's done. And there goes another bit of intel for Red there. They're going to score twice here. Oh no, what is going on here? Some there's another intel going. Blue have taken one intel, Red have taken the other. This is intel going everywhere. Red up 2-0. Crits are everyone. This is a very chaotic game today. I can barely keep up with what's going on.
Yeah, this is totally just back and forth, and it seems to be the most random, you know, people actually managing to pick up the intel. I mean, seen a lot of spy caps so far, which, you know, with a map this long to run through as well, you wouldn't really expect, but I think Red have just got it. Yep.
Yep, no, that was nice. That was weird. I think they must have taken the room, because that was 3 caps in a row nearly.